registered members and subscribers of Mind Academy who are not able to join us today on live. We'll be making the benefit of watching our YouTube channel. So once again, many thanks to your parents, well-wishers of Mind Academy. At this outset, I would like to invite our founder director, distinguished Toastmaster Murali Krishnan sir, an instrument engineer by profession and reliability professional by passion and profession, and who is the past Division D program quality director, a certified life coach, NLP practitioner, so on and so forth. So it's my pleasure to invite him to take us through this orientation and awareness program for Mind Explorer, to understand curiously what is this transformational program we are all seeking out to understand more and more. So let's not wait any further. I'm as curious as most of you are. So I'll leave the floor and stage to Murali sir. The floor is all yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Bala, for those inspiring words. Co-founder Bala and all the parents and the participants, future participants of Mind Explorer present here, thank you so very much for joining this session, taking your time out. And I'm sure that it's going to be a value-adding session for all of us. We all learn throughout our life. Learning is a continual process. So each time we interact, we learn new things. That's how we proceed in our life. So thanks once again to all of you for joining this session. And there are quite a few members who have already registered for the program. So on behalf of Mind Academy and the team Mind Explorer, let me take this opportunity to thank them also for registering for this program. Now, this program is all about introducing what Mind Explorer is all about and how this program is going to be run and how it's going to be beneficial for the next generation. And that's the whole agenda for this program. At the end of the session, we can have a question and answer session where me and Bala will be taking those questions and we'll come up with all those explanations and answers to your queries. Coming to the program, many times people ask us like, who are you? And we tend up telling that what our name is and maybe our profession and things like that in a very limited fashion. But if we really ask ourselves who you are, how many of you can clearly tell an answer about explaining who you are in a descriptive way? Especially when it comes to children, it's very important to find out who they are in a very early stage of life, because it helps them to understand where they want to go forward in life, which career they want to enter into, and all those aspects. We all at the age of teenage or during schooling, all those things are done to ensure that we lead a very beautiful life. And one of the key aspects that comes to all of us is to understand who we are and what we aspire from this life, what we want from this life. Or else what happens is we become everybody else. I remember the famous quote of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, who tells that, becoming everybody else is easy, but becoming who you are is a tough challenge. So it's important that to find who we are. Many of us, we lost the bus. We understand that even at this age, we struggle to find out who we are. And we are in the rat race of the whole group moving forward, and we are also following them. But it's very important for the next generation to find out who they are at a very young stage in life, so that it helps them to lay a proper foundation as they move forward in the life. And why it is so important these days is because the world is changing rapidly. The careers are changing rapidly. The lifestyle is changing rapidly. So it's quite important that we understand ourselves and we understand where we are heading towards. It's not that everybody, even though we all are in a race, but it's not that somebody else's race is our race as well. We are all going through a different races. So it's for us to travel that and complete that race, so that we end up being where we want to be in life. So this whole program called Mind Explorer is all about understanding who we are. Now there's a concept in Japanese called ikigai. How many of you know this concept called ikigai? Anybody? Yeah, of course, I know you know that, Bala. Anybody else who know this concept about ikigai? It's a wonderful concept, actually. Anyway, ikigai is all about the reason for being, why we exist, what is the purpose of our life. That's the whole meaning of ikigai. And if you really look at that, there are key 4 pillars in this concept called ikigai. And these 4 key pillars are like, 1, what you love doing. So it's all about for us to find out what we love the most doing. And the second pillar is, how good are we in doing that? See, certain things we love or we like in life, but maybe, everybody likes singing, right? But many of us can't sing well because it's not our skill. But somebody who likes skilling and somebody who can sing well. So this is how good you are at that particular task. And what the world needs is the third pillar. That, okay, you love singing and you can sing well, and parallelly, the people around you, the world around you likes you to sing. It is needed by them. And then the fourth pillar is like, is there somebody ready to pay for that? Now, if you link all the 4 pillars, like what you love, are you good at that? Then world around, does they need that, and are they willing to pay for it? If you can match these 4 pillars in life and enter into a career, I'm specifically talking to the teenagers here, those who are prospective participants. And if you're able to find that one aspect in life, and if you're able to get into that career, I'm sure that you will not be working even for a single day. We'll all be enjoying our life, right? If you are entering into a zone where you love that job the most, you are passionate about that particular role. And if somebody is willing to pay, for example, like A.R. Rahman, the famous musician, he loves composing music, right? And he's paid for it. But do you think that even for a single day he works? Examples like famous cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. These are all classic examples where they were able to create a career out of what they love the most and they are good at. So if at young age, if you're able to find out what your passion is, what you are good at, it's not only about what you love, you also should be good at that. As the example of singing, I said, we all love singing, but can we all become good singers? No, it's a particular skill set that you need. And if there is somebody who needs your skill to be demonstrated, and if they are willing to pay for it, and that is the career that you should be selecting. So it's all about finding what you love, what you like doing. That's the first important thing, or first important aspect of our life. So that's why I said it's not the same race that we all are following. As we say, every one of us is unique. We are all unique. We are all human beings which are of unique characters. No 2 persons are of same character. No 2 persons life travels to the same path. Their experiences, their exposures, their knowledge, their skill, their ability, the things that they like, they're all different. Even the twins who live in the same house, their likes and dislikes are different. Their skill sets are different. What they like and what they dislike, they are all different. So it's important for us to find out who we are and where are we heading in our life. And this is all about how we have developed this program called Mind Explorer. I'll take you to the details of the program. But before that, I would also like to bring a different concept to it, because the whole program is revolved around 2 basic concepts. One concept is Ikigai, and the second concept is, we call it a triangle called time, money, and health. And this is exactly what Mr. Bala was mentioning about balance in life when in his introductory address, opening remarks, he was mentioning about the balance. This balance is also quite important: time, money, and health. Now, if you really look a person's lifespan, when we are all kids, when we were in school, all of us have got a lot of time, a lot of health, correct? But we didn't have money with us. We used to ask our parents for money. We didn't have money as kids. But as we grow up, we complete our graduation, and when we enter into our job, we have health, we have money, we start making money, right? But we don't have time. Our time is with our employer. So we don't have time. And let us say you retired from your job, from your profession, and then at that time, you have made a lot of money. Now you are retired, you have time, but not very sure about health. So it's important for all of us to keep a balance between these three aspects. And we are sure that if you follow the Ikigai concept, you will definitely have these three concepts in life. So time, money, and health is the triangle that we will be, trying to follow in life. So basically, the whole program called Mind Explorer revolves around these two concepts of Ikigai and the time, money, health triangle. So in general, this is what the whole program is all about. And we have different modules. I'll take you through those modules as we move forward. With your permission, let me take you through a presentation about what Mind Explorer is all about. And then towards the end, we can have a quick Q&A session. Is my screen visible, Bala?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. So this is all about Mind Explorer, and the tagline that we have for this program, Mind Explorer, is transform yourself to live a life you love. Many of us, we have challenges having a life we love, right? We all end up in different professions. I'm specifically talking to the parents over here. Maybe we don't like what we do, or we are, we ended up here. So there is no other way to move forward. But as far as our next generation is concerned, I'm sure that you would have heard, many of us would have seen that recent video where Bonvita company has came up with, people entering into a shop where they can only buy this black t-shirts. There are no other dress available in that shop store, in that shop. And then, a child coming and telling that, even for a dress, you are frustrated having only one choice. How about us having, wanting to enter into different careers, but you are asking us to go into a single career of your wish. So that ad also tells more about how diverse our thoughts are, especially when it comes to career. And when you enter into a particular career, it's all the more important that what we love and where we really want to go forward in life. So that's about the tagline about Mind Explorer. Moving forward, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is a holistic transformation program which really helps the participants to transform themselves. And the key things that which are part of this program is all about the participants are learning by doing. They are themselves doing. I will take you through the details of that, how they do all those things and all. And there are, as I mentioned about different concepts, there are various life skills that they will be learning through in this 10 days. Actually, this is a 10-day residential program. So it's for age group between 13 to 18. And this program, the real camp, the 10-day camp is going to be in June 2023 during the Hajj holidays. So that's a timeline for the program. We will be having a lot of outdoor activities, and this program will really help all of you to discover yourself. And that's what I was mentioning from beginning. So this is about the key highlights of the program. Actually, this is the second in line for us from Mind Academy regarding Mind Explorer. Our first program was there in United States of America. There we had a Model United Nations program there in New York, where we took 3 students there. We visited NASA. So this was a very miniature level of Mind Explorer, not really going into details of those life skills. The concept was different, but in general, the purpose of the overall program will be the same. So this was some pictures which has been taken in 2020. That was when we conducted our first Mind Explorer. So 3 years down the line, we are coming up with our second Mind Explorer. Moving forward, so these are the activities that we'll be having. So there are a lot of activities which are part of the program for those 10 days, like cycling, swimming, football, carom board, chess, all the horse riding, farming is part of this, volleyball. So you name it, we have all those activities which are part of those programs, which will be spread across those 10 days. And as I mentioned before, the life skills which are part of the program, it's like, if you really look at it, these are all 21st century skills that we need as we progress forward in life, like communication, leadership, self-management, emotional intelligence is very key now, because team working is a great concept. Financial literacy, very important aspect. I many a times I ask my friends, who are in their late 40s or early 50s, if you simply ask how much money you need in life, many of them, they don't have an answer. And since we don't have an answer, we keep running the race again and again, and there is no end to it. So having a goal, even in finance affairs, matters a lot, and this gives a flexibility of having a clarity. Power of compounding. Nobody has taught us the power of compounding in a detailed way, in a practical way, and we miss the bus. And if you're able to instill those values at a very young age, the power of compounding and how it can take them far ahead in life, those things will really help the next generation. So financial literacy is something which is very important. Unfortunately, our schools don't have this as part of their syllabus. Hopefully, very soon we can see those things in schools, in syllabus, because many times, at the end, if you ask why are we doing job, it's at the end for money. Yeah, of course, you can have different concepts and thoughts like passion, interest, and all those things, but at the end, it all boils down to the finance, right? So, but then again, are we clear about how much we need? Even that, as they say, the person who needs less is the most richest person. Okay, and recently I saw a meme. It's kind of a cartoon, where one person goes to a Guruji, and this person tells this Guruji, I don't need anything, but I need enlightenment. And Guruji's reply was classic. He said, if you don't need anything, that itself is enlightenment. That was his answer. So understanding these concepts and understanding who we are, understanding where we are proceeding in our life makes a lot of difference, brings a lot of clarity in our life, even in the value system that we maintain, the ethical thought process that we have, the emotional intelligence that we have. It's a combination of all these things. So bringing a balance to life is very important. Many times I really feel that like for last, if you take 30, 40 years, we all have made our life very complicated, and life is not that complicated. So at least for the next generation, we don't want to make life so complicated for them. We need to make them the drivers, or I would say the CEO of their life. But if they want to become CEO of their life, they want to know who they are. They want to know what skills they have. They want to know what strengths they have. They want to know what weaknesses they have. Everybody has got strength and weakness, right? So it's important for each participant, each child to understand who they are and then move forward. So for that aspect, all these life skills that we have, like communication, leadership, self-management, all that is listed here: critical thinking, interpersonal skills, problem solving, all of them are going to be very, 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 you cannot take it out of you if you want to move forward in life. And then we'll be having a lot of planning and preparation by participants. Yeah, that is where the key aspect is. I'll come to the timeline. The whole program is going to be planned and prepared by the participants themselves, which is like hands-on. That's why I said that they learn by doing. So I'll come to the timeline to explain that how it goes. And then during the 10 days, there will be like half-day excursions going to different place from where they are staying. And then there will be regular evening entertainments for the participants. So this is in general about the whole program. And as I mentioned, it's for the children of age group 13 to 18, it's a 10-day camp. It is during the Hajj holidays in June 2023. Tentatively, it is going to be starting from June 26th till July 5th. But the final dates, we'll discuss, and we'll come to a conclusion on that based on the team discussion. We'll be having that detailed discussion during the planning and preparation phase. And this camp is going to be at a place called Pollachi in Tamil Nadu, South India, which is like 50 kilometers from Coimbatore. So that's the area, or that's a place where we are going to have our camp. Coming to the timeline goes like this. The registration is open now. It will be closing by end of February. So February end, the registrations will be closed. And we will be having a detailed orientation session, which will be in March. And then as mentioned, we'll be having extensive planning and preparation activities going on. And our participants themselves are going to do the entire planning and preparation for this 10-day camp. And this will take us through different weekly meetings and all those things, which will happen in April and May, 2 months. There will be complete planning. So this will be online. The planning and preparation phase will be like Zoom meetings between the participants, and those kind of things happens. And then we'll check our complete readiness in May 23, and then finally we have our camp as mentioned in June. So these are the major milestone dates that we need to remember. Moving forward, we will be having different committees. Once we finalize the participant list, there will be an executive committee within the participants. Let's say if you have 30 participants, there will be teams being formed between them, and there will be an executive committee for the overall coordination. There will be a logistics team who takes care of accommodation and transportation. There will be food and beverages teams for food and refreshments. There will be a learning team which takes care of education and the program agenda. There will be an entertainment team who takes care of entertainment activities and guest management. And there will be the most important health, hygiene, and safety committee, which takes care of all the health, safety, and hygiene aspects, which is key thing when it comes to programs like youth camp and all. So all these committees are formed, and the participants are going to be part of this committee. So the participants are going to take a call on these aspects. We from Team Mind will be the guiding team who will take care of things to ensure that things are done in a right way. So that itself is a leadership opportunity for the participants under a proper guidance. But at the end, participants are going to do this. So this is a hands-on kind of activity. So that's about the timeline. Just would like to bring a small video about where this program is going to be conducted. It's an eco village kind of setup. And purely we don't encourage electronic gadgets and things like that. So it's going to be such a different experience, or just a different exposure for all the participants who are going to be part of Mind Explorer. So without any delay, let me just quickly take you through a small video which tells you or gives you a view about where the camp is going to be. And here we go. Yes, that's about the location, and indeed, we are looking forward to seeing you there at the Polachi for the program. And some other details like some questions like if parents can accompany, yes, for opening and closing days. Otherwise, we would love that we have the children with us, so they themselves will find out who they are. It's in a eco-friendly resort. Regarding food, we follow a healthy meal plan. These are all just like maybe some questions. We'll take all those questions during the Q&A session, so we can go through that in detail if you have some questions. So yeah, so with that, we reach to the end of we trying to introduce about what Mind Explorer is all about. And in case if there is any question, please feel free. I understand, sending children to a different place or kids to a different place with a totally unknown person will be a big challenge. But yeah, we are here to take care of themselves, and we guarantee that we bring you back to you a very transformed individual, an individual who knows who they are and who knows how they want to lead their life. So that's our guarantee from Team Mind. So any questions? Most welcome. Any parents or participant would like to know more about the program? Any concerns, any queries?
Yes, hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
This is Babu, Joanna's father.
Good evening, Mr. Babu.
Are they traveling together from here or individually?
Yeah, most probably they'll be traveling together from here because we have many participants registered from Jubail. So those details we'll be discussing during this 2 months planning and preparation phase, and we can all club together and we'll be traveling together, mostly based on the outcome of the discussion.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? If there are no questions, that means either it's crystal clear, or maybe I was not successful enough to explain things to you. Anyway, if there are any further questions, we will leave our contact details here. I'll just flash those details here. So in case you want to know the link to register and all those things, just send us a WhatsApp message here in this link. I hope is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. So these are the other registration details, and you have the contact details here. So if you want to ask some questions out of the meeting, please feel free to contact us. We have 2 numbers. You can contact us at if you are locally from Saudi, then the number is 054-116-3432 or 056-581-6533. And if you are from outside Saudi Arabia, please add the code +966. So these are our contact details. You may take note of that, and just send us a WhatsApp message. We'll send you the link for registration. It's already here, but we can send you the link so that you can just click the link and register. And the fees for this program is approximately 425 USD, which is like Indian rupees 35,000. And there are some fee discounts for siblings, which will be like 30K per person. If there is a group of 5, then also we will be offering this price of 30. And like refund policy, before 15th March, we can refund it 100%. Between 16th to 30th April, 20K would be refunded, and then after 1st May, we need to finalize it, and then there'll be no refund. Food and health, safety, and all those things, yes, we have discussed it in detail. And once you have our WhatsApp number and send us a message, we'll send you this flyer and other details along with the link so that you can register for the program. So that's about the details of the program. And any further questions, please feel free. either here or maybe even outside the session, we can take the questions. You can call us through those numbers or send a WhatsApp message. We'll be coming back to you. Okay, if not, then back to you, Bala.
Thanks a lot, sir, for taking us through that very informative and inspiring session about how we can explore ourselves. And most of the parents, including us, we wish we had a similar session back then. But nevertheless, as you said, it's never late to learn a skill or two. So with that note, again, and heartfelt thanks to all the students, parents, and well-wishers for Mind Academy for spending your valuable time with us today evening. And I guess you might have noted down the numbers. We'll be happy to take up any questions. And for sure, as Murli sir said, once the workshop or once this program is done, so probably we'll have a transformed, individuals who will be going out of the Mind Explorer program. That is for sure a certainty, I guess. So with that note, we can wait and take up some questions if there are any. And if not, once again, many thanks to all those who have joined. So you can contact us for more details. And if you have not registered, just feel free to message us so that we can share the registration link so that you can register it off, because we will be closing down the registrations very soon. So if you have not registered, feel free to register at the earliest. And then if you have registered, so gear up yourself, because you're going to be going through a transformation process, and it takes quite a bit of energy. So you can refresh yourself, build yourself up, because it's going to be a great learning curve for you as an individual and as for us as well. So with that note, if there are no further questions, thank you to all the parents, well-wishers.
Thank you.
For Mind Academy, for spending your time. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Gavli Shashwat.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Gavli Ritika. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Kazi. Thank you.
Hi, Toastmaster. Sorry, I've joined late. I was driving actually.
No
One
worries, sir.
surprising thing earlier, the venue was somewhere in Jubail. Earlier, the information shared, I think, before.
No, sir. That was a different program. It was Turning Point. Yeah. This is a different program, sir. This is Mind Explorer. We are trying to bring in a kind of a residential learning process for the students, sir. The earlier one was that was Turning Point.
Yeah, I understood the details. While driving, I was listening.
Great,
so, sir. I will look into if it is feasible. I told my son to join, but didn't join actually.
I think there is Kazi Nakwi.
Yeah, my younger son. My younger son.
Yeah, I think
he's there.
He's still there, I think. I just came in. I think because it is in India, I don't know, will we be able to travel during that time. But definitely, I will look into if we can do something for our kids. Definitely, inshallah.
Thank you, sir. Kind of you, and thanks for attending even when you are otherwise engaged, sir. Kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Nakwi. Thank you, Bettina Ann. Thank you. Yes, sir.